from McCrory Gymnasium on the campus of Bear River High School. Touchdown Productions, celebrating 13 years of local high school sports television, is proud to present the CIF Sac-Joaquins section Les Schwab Tires Division 4 basketball playoffs, presented by Farmers Insurance. Tonight, as they begin the road to Arco Arena, your Bear River Lady Bruins take on the Ripon Indians. It's round one of the playoffs, and all of the action is coming up right here, right now. It's your NorCal Game of the Week. The Lady Bruins play to the home crowd one final time in McCrory Gymnasium as they prepare to take on Ripon Indians in the first round playoff action. Good evening, basketball fans, wherever you are across our worldwide audience. This is Marty Mortensen, joined tonight by Paul Brown. Our director outside in the Commander 2 is Gil Dominguez. And, of course, the rest of the Touchdown Production sports team is on hand as we unwrap our coverage of the 2010 basketball playoff season here on your Game of the Week. And Paul, the Lady Bruins were playing extremely well and actually achieved the #1 seed in Division 4, and then they hit a bump in the road in the final week of the regular season.
Boy, a bump in the road is right, Marty. This Lady Bruin team was the first ever team in the history of the school to get the #1 in the power rankings, but it was unfortunately very short-lived after their loss with the Whitney Wildcats, a team they'd never lost to in PVL competition. How do you figure that one?
Yeah, then after that loss, they played the El Dorado Cougars in the final game of the regular season. The Cougars were undefeated in league and gave the Lady Bruins their second setback in just 3 days.
And so after the dust had settled, the Lady Bruins wound up as a 5th seed in the section, losing 2 home game advantage as the Lady Colfax Falcons leapfrogged over them to take the #4 seed and both home games in the playoffs.
So the Lady Bruins only get 1 home game this year, and we've got it here for you tonight. And as the teams continue to warm up, we'll take our first pause of the evening, and on the other side of the break, we'll get you all caught up on the final league standings after we step aside to remind you that you're watching exclusive coverage of Lady Bruin basketball on the Touchdown Production Sports Network.
Gold and silver are more important as a part of your investment portfolio more now than ever before. There's inflationary pressures. China alone could push the gold price more than double from $1,000 to $2,000 an ounce. Hi, my name is Jason Hommel, and welcome to the JH Mint. Here at the JH Mint, we have all sorts of gold and silver. We have about 200 ounces of gold. We have about 20,000 ounces of silver or more in stock. We also assay or scrap gold jewelry and placer gold, and we will be here for all of your gold and silver investing needs Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Mike Bratton is the neighbor you can count on for your most important insurance decisions, 24 hours a day.
The first step begins with a phone call. Hi, I'm Mike Bratton, your good neighbor State Farm agent, and I look forward to hearing from you. Since 1984, my team and I have been educating clients and developing long-term relationships through personalized and professional guidance on their insurance programs. We will put you in the driver's seat and strive to enhance each encounter you have with us.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
B&C is your neighborhood home and garden center for both builders and consumers. They carry everything you need. In their garden center, you'll find a complete nursery along with expert advice on trees, shrubs, perennials, and garden enhancements. They're open 7:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday and 8 to 5 on Sunday. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center in the Fowler Center, Grass Valley.
Walker's Office Supplies. Mike Anderson and his family at Walker's Office Supplies specialize in ways to make your business and home become more efficient. They carry thousands of products, from printering to pencils. You can shop in the store, order over the phone, or on the net at walkersgv.com, and they'll deliver it usually in just 1 day. Walker's Office Supplies, 535 Main Street in Grass Valley.
The Hauser family reminds you if it's round, rubber, and it rolls, then you're sure to find it at Plaza Tire and Auto Service. From regular car and truck tires to small specialty tires for your trailers and golf carts, you can trust Plaza Tire has the tire for you. They stake their reputations on it every day. Plaza Tire and Auto Service. Auto repair done on your schedule, not theirs, in Penn Valley, Nevada City, and in Colfax.
And by Cinto and Graziano LLP. What does it mean to have an eye on your future? At Cinto Graziano, it means they specialize in making your business grow. They protect your assets and manage your finances for a secure future. They're more than just CPAs at Cinto and Graziano. They're business consultants, and they're your friends in the tax, finance, and business management world. Now that it's tax time is here, and boy, I'll tell you, it's really here. They're ready to assist you every step of the way. They make it easy for you to have people on your side when you need them. That's Cinto and Graziano, where they always have an eye on your future.
And by Touchdown Productions, celebrating our 13th season of local sports television. This is Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown saying thank you for joining us tonight, and be sure to follow Touchdown Productions, which is now on Facebook. That's right, you can now become a fan of Touchdown Productions on Facebook and log in and look at all the sports that we cover in the Foothills. You'll be able to comment on all of the Foothill sports, see clips of our broadcasts like today's Lady Bruin game, and meet the entire Touchdown Productions sports team. It's all waiting for you at the new Touchdown Productions on Facebook. Log on, tune in, and become a fan of Touchdown Productions, and do it today.
So, Marty, we're here in the gym here at Bear River, the McCrory Gymnasium, and we're about ready to see the first round of the playoffs. What do you see happening here tonight, Marty? I think you'd obviously have to favor, because of the power rankings, the Bear River Bruins. But anything can happen.
Well, that's true. And this squad that comes in tonight, they from Ripon, they brought in 3 JV players tonight. And but they are a small squad, but they have a big force in that lineup. Lauren Feddersen. That's 6 foot. So let's take a look at the PBL girls' final standings here, Paul.
All right, El Dorado obviously is the big winner this year, only losing 1 game overall all year long. And they're followed by Colfax, then Bear River, 8-4, and we've talked about that in the past, Marty. We're disappointed that Bear River didn't have a better team. We certainly thought they would. Then Whitney, 6-6. Placer coming in behind them all. And then Lincoln and Mesa Verde. That's for the girls' PBL.
Final standings after this basketball season has concluded. The Sierra Foothill League girls. Del Laurel on top, 12-0 in league. They're a powerhouse, 60 straight wins over at Del Laurel. What a class team they've got going there this year. Followed by Wood Creek at 8-4, Granite Bay at 7-5, Nevada Union at 6-6, Roseville 4-8, Rockland 3-8, and Oakmont 2-10. And it looked like Del Laurel just ran the table on the entire league there.
That's well put. They did run the tables. They're excellent basketball team. Here's the CVL girls basketball standings. You can see every league has one big team, and that is Vacaville in the CVL. 12-0 for league, 21-6 overall, followed by Sacramento. Then there's our Forest Lake team. Our little Forest Lake team did really quite well, wouldn't you say, Marty?
Yeah, certainly have. 15-9 overall. That's a very good record.
Then followed by Victory, Forest Hill, Woodland, and Delta.
Take a look at the PVL boys basketball standing. Colfax, which will be seen on this broadcast coming up. Colfax 11-1, Lincoln at 9-3, Placer at 8-4, El Dorado at 7-5, Whitney 4-8, Bear River, I was really surprised, at 2-10, and Mesa Verde 1-11, and their only victory in the PVL this year was over Bear River. So go ahead and explain that one, huh?
Yeah, that was really hard to explain. Then the SFL boys basketball standing, Wood Creek at the top with the league standing at 10-2, followed by Oakmont 7-3, Rockland 8-4, Del Laurel 8-4, Granite Bay surprisingly comes in at a 4-8 league record, and then there's our Nevada Union Miners Unfortunately, not the greatest season, not what they expected, 3-8. And then followed by Roseville.
And the Christian Valley League boys basketball standings. Victory Christian at 11-1 overall. Vacaville, that boys and girls solid this year, 10-2. Sacramento Waldorf at 9-3. Forest Lake with an even 6-6 record, 12-11 overall, followed by Delta 3-9, Forest Hill 3-9, and Woodland at 0-12. So it seems like every league has got a strong team and then a real doormat team.
It does seem that way. Here's our grids. Let's take a look. So Bear River, this is the girls. Division 4, they'll play tonight against this Ripon team. Christian Brothers will take on Houston on Tuesday, and that's all tonight. We'll see how that fares. And of course, we'll know that those teams that win will meet on Thursday, so we'll be keeping track of that here for the game of the week, and we'll
take a look at the bottom half of that Division 4 bracket. It got Colfax at number 3, taking on tonight number 14 San Juan, and then along with West Campus going up against La Grande, number 11 seed. Yeah, well, if they make it all, if Colfax and Bear River can run the table, they'll be playing each other in the finals.
And that's very possible, Marty. They're high in the power rankings, and I think both teams should easily slide by their opening round. We're going to see that tonight. I hope I don't jinx them. But I think it's a very good possibility we'll see Colfax and Bear River squaring off at the finals. Let's talk a little more here, Marty, about these two teams.
Yeah, give us a little rundown on Ripon with what their league record was and all that.
Like we saw earlier, Ripon is 16-10 overall. They're 7-1 at home and 7-6 away, so they don't fare all that well on the road. Scoring-wise, this Ripon team scores 47 points a game, and surprisingly, the Bear River team only scores 50 points a game. So statistically, they're pretty well matched. Rebounding-wise, Ripon is much stronger a team than Bear River, 37-32. And the scoring leaders for both teams, you see one that's Laura Feddersen for Ripon, who scores a great majority of the points for Ripon, almost 14 a game. And Riley Pearson for Bear River scores 10. But this Bear River team, as we have seen, Marty, is pretty well-rounded. You'd see a lot of scoring from a lot of places. They don't expect one key player to do all the scoring for them. If they're scoring 50 points a game and their top scorer is scoring 10, you know they're spreading it around pretty well.
Well, I saw you were talking earlier to Coach Jeff Bickmore. Did he give you any insights on what their plan was for tonight?
Well, he did, actually. And, you know, we talked more about what happened. They had a meltdown against Whitney the other night. We watched it and we saw it. And they had one player that scored 4 3-point shots on them in the span of about 4 minutes. So that was basically what happened to them at the end. But they need to defend the perimeter better. Don't let those 3-point shots get away. And that he thought was a key to this game tonight as well. He just can't let the big long ballers score from outside in those low percentage shots and let them steal the game away.
So the teams are about ready to be introduced. The head coach for the Ripon Indians, George Contente. Assistant coach is Jeff Wright. JV coach is down tonight. Talked with them earlier. Robert Mayfield, and the freshman coach, Manuel Valdez from Ripon. And they gave me the pronunciations of their girls. And so before we get to player introductions, we'll pause for the playing of our national anthem.
Representing the Pioneer Valley League. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to honor America, will you please rise for our national anthem, played by Harold High School Band under the direction of David Aarons.
Bear River Pep Band entertaining us here with the playing of our national anthem. Referees for tonight's game, Kathy Reeve and Mark Tate will be doing the honors tonight. So they're going to...
Roger Mortensen has been with Bear River doing their sideline announcing for almost 10 years. I know Roger very, very well, and they're going to honor him tonight. If we can get a shot at Roger, maybe at center court. There he is. He was voted Lake of the Pines most valuable player here, the Lake of the Pines community around us, and Roger gives a lot of his time to the community and, of course, to Bear River High School here.
Number 4, a junior,
Kendra Contente, that's the coach's daughter. She's a junior. Serena Hertel, senior guard. Adrian Anna Mayberry.
And our court for the Indians, number 11, a senior,
Lauren Fedderson is a senior, 6 foot. She'll be the tallest girl on the court tonight. Rachel Rodriguez. There's your starting lineup for the Ripon Indians.
head coach is and now here are the starters for the Bear River Lady Bruins.
And here come the Bruins.
Kelsey Uno. See if she can get her three-point shooting dialed up tonight. Whitney Smith, number 11. Jen Mailer. Lindsay Harder. Riley Pierce, she's had a great year. She's a senior. She hopes that this is not her last game of their Bear River career.
Yeah, we're back.
Well, the lights are back on now as the referees will go to center court. Looks like Kathy Reeve will be doing the honors of throwing up the ball for the tip-off. Jeff Bickmore says his final words before the girls take the court. We're ready to go, Paul.
Here we go. First round of the playoffs. It's always a nail-biter, Marty.
Yeah, no tomorrow for one of these clubs. And Bear River comes up with it. Harder will bring it up the court. Gets it back over to Mailer. Looking way outside, looking for a three. There's the three. First one going up doesn't go, but Bear River with the, oh man. That was a little push out of bounds there.
Yeah, she regrets it too. That's number 44.
Yeah.
Mayberry. That's a little nervousness, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think she meant anything by it.
No. So Carter with the ball, top of the key, over to Uno. Uno now off in the corner to Smith. Trying to work something down low, can't do it. Still working to the outside, 18 seconds on the shot clock. Trying to drive into the paint. There's Uno for three. Up and nothing but net for Kelsey Uno.
Boy, you let Kelsey set her feet like that and get her spot, and she'll kill you from there.
Oh, they had a little stutter step there, but no call. They put the full court press on. Bear River off to a 3-point lead here. Less than a minute to go, gone in that first period. Now they're working to the, trying to drive in the paint, can't do it. It's going to hit the underside of the basket. Bear River will take over.
So a good start by the girls here. The Bruin ladies got three, and now they're back on offense again.
Well, they keep working around to the perimeter. There's another three up, and it's going to be Bear River ball. Good hustle in there by Mailer. In the corner to Kelsey. She gets it on out now, top of the key. They're working it around the outside. Seems that's the way they're going to be doing it tonight. Now drive in the baseline, puts it up right around the defense, and puts that up as Jen Mailer.
Mailer found herself an avenue right through there.
There's a shot wild, and Bear River with the rebound. All right, now there's, that ball was knocked away. Good defensive play in there by, I think that was Rodriguez. So turnover, 5-0 Bear River. Down low to Feddersen, turn around, puts it up in off the glass.
Boy, that was a nice move in there. That was Feddersen, Laura Feddersen. We talked about her. She is their top scorer. Great turnaround drop step move for Feddersen.
Oh, they saved it. Now going in the baseline again. Stops, pumps, puts it up. That was Mailer again. She's driving that
baseline.
And I think she traveled.
Yeah, you're right. Mailer found herself an avenue there. They're not picking her up off the screen on the man-to-man. They're just not picking her up, and they're giving her an avenue right to the basket. You can bet that Coach Bickmore is going to go back there again real soon.
Now bringing the ball up is Harder. On over to Smith. Smith looking for somebody down low, and they get it down low, but then they turn it over. Bad pass, and now they're going to call her for a, that was kind of a frustration foul there, I think, Paul.
I think you're right. – 7-2 here. Quick start by the Bruin ladies. Contenti inbounding the ball for Ripon. Looks like they're going to come out with a full court press here, Marty. Coach Bickmore is going to set up the zone press.
Whitney Smith on that foul. There was a little discussion between Larry Uno and the referee. Full court press again. They're all over them. Now they double team. Now it goes right by. Stops and she tried for a shot, but then it was knocked out of her hand and it goes out of bounds.
She had an open pass there, but she decided to take it in by herself and ended up turning it over.
Smith now brings it up. Over in the corner, there's a three. Oh, that was an air ball. She just didn't get a good handle on that ball. Oh, stolen away. Oh, look at that, off her knee. She puts it up, and it doesn't go.
I wish she had made that. That would have made Sports Center.
Yeah. That'd have been on the highlight reel. There's a shot going in and off the iron, and it does go in. That was Adriana Mayberry. 7-4 now. Not getting any help. Yeah, you gotta get rid of that ball within 5 seconds, and nobody came back to help her. I think Smith that was her responsibility there, but she just took off towards the basket. 7-4, another turnover. Get it down low and no place to go, but then puts it up off the iron. And let's see, they're going to, nope, Bear River comes up with it. That's Smith. Going to be a foul called on number 4. Kendra Contenti. Now Bear River back up to court. Uno got it tipped out of bounds and off Bear River inbound. 24 seconds on the shot clock. Harder now, working it around the outside of the key. Puts it up and it goes. Is that who made that?
That was Smith.
Smith.
Whitney Smith with the basket, all the way down the chute. No good, missing the layup.
Mailer now's got it. She's going to try to take it all the way in. She does and puts it up. That's her 6th point of the game. No shot there. It goes down low. Has to throw it up there. And that's a put in there. That looked like number 4, Contenti. 11-6. Another 3-pointer going up. It's off the iron. Nobody underneath there to... Bear River putting on some defense. Let's see what happened here. Oh, there was a foul on Smith again.
So let's watch some good ball handling here. This is Mailer, and you're going to watch her dribble behind her back. She's very skilled with both hands. Then watch right back again, putting on the crossover move and then going right to the basket. Well done.
Coming up with a rebound there was Hager. Oh, still a bad pass again. Now they could go coast to coast. Puts it up. Short. Bear River misses the rebound. Scrum underneath the basket. And now let's see. That was Hager in there. And
that's going to be a jump ball.
Called a jump ball. And it'll be possession goes to Ripon.
So we'll have 2 shots now. Going to the line.
Hagar with the foul. She just got into the game. In and out.
Ripon down by 5 points. They need these free throws to stay close. Although so far, Marty, I haven't seen either team really being dominant.
Bear River will inbound. Number 1, Megan. No, it was Federson. That was 11. Three-pointer going up and off the iron, rebounded by Bear River. Over in the corner now, that is Malar. And a nice jump ball called. Good hustle in there by Uno. That'll be Bruins ball. She's shaking off her wrist and got clobbered a little bit. Jump, fadeaway jumper was. Gets the air ball up there. 1:46 left to go in this first period. Bear River by 5. Oh, down low. A little travel right there, I think. Yep.
It was either going to be a travel or a push, Marty. And they decided to give up the travel.
So Smith comes back in. Uno goes out. Smith's going to have to be very careful. She's got 2 fouls already. Down low, gets it back out, and that is missed in there by Pearson.
They got a good clean shot, though.
Yes, she did. Had a good look at the basket.
Yep, Coach Bickmore will take that play every day. Pearson will make half of those.
Now baseline, stops, pumps, puts it up, off the iron, doesn't go. That is McCann with the rebound. There's a 3 going up, and that doesn't go. Rebounded in there by Pearson. Bear River on the move again. Bringing the ball up the court is harder. There's a 3 going up, and they're just throwing up air balls everywhere you look.
Both sides are, and that's Pearson.
Pearson with that little fadeaway from about 8 feet. Reach in there by
Mailer. Yep. But with that last shot, Bear River took a 7-point lead. I'd say the Ripon team, Marty, I don't see that they've got themselves a real established point guard. They don't have a ball handler. I think that may be their Achilles heel. They don't have anybody that can consistently bring the ball down the court. And Coach Bickmore will figure that one out pretty quick, I think, and start pressing.
39 seconds, 29 on the shot clock. Bear River could get the ball back again if they get a basket. Now they move it around, and there's going to be another foul called. That's going to be on Uno. She just came back in the game. Got a hold. That's Bear River's 5th team foul. 28 on the shot clock and 28 left in the quarter. Oh, stolen away. Good heads-up play. Nice. She got tripped, and it's going to be Ripon ball. She had a nice lead pass to Pearson, just couldn't handle it. 19 seconds left. 13-6. Get it across court. 9 seconds left. Pass. There's a good look at a shot, but it's going to be an air ball, and it's going to be tipped, and it's going to be Bear River's ball with 3.5 seconds. Got to get it on over quickly. They don't have much time. That was not well executed right there. They only knew they had 3.5 seconds, and they should have been a long pass down to Kelsey. Well, there's your first quarter score.
A little ragged, Marty.
Yeah, it was. I was really.
Yeah, either team really got into a rhythm of it. They weren't making their shots from the outside, and it could have been a bit of the first round playoff nerves. But I think Coach Bickmore will take the 7-point lead that he's got and be happy with it. There he is there talking to his Lady Bruins. It's been an excellent basketball team. Jeff Bickmore is an excellent coach, and he has shown it having a championship team under his belt already in just 4 years of coaching. So we're back on the court here. The student body and the band trying to pump up their Bruins.
Not too big of a crowd here tonight, Paul, with the bad weather and the
in the price of admission.
Yeah, right. Well, stolen away and stolen away again, but recovered nicely in there by. And they're going to call a foul. There's going to be.
Should be side out Ripon.
No, it was a foul on Kelsey. I thought so. That's her second foul. She reached in.
And like I said earlier, they don't have a real established ball handler. I think Bear River is going to press.
So now the Ripon on the attack, and they're going to call a jump ball. Bear River will take possession. 13-6. Boy, it's just kind of turned into a brawl here with no points being made. Down low, turnaround, off the glass, it goes. That was Hagar. Six fouls on Bear River. Down low to. Bro, that was really easy there.
They're going to go back there again. That's
Pedersen.
She is their top scorer. That must be the way she's been doing it.
Nice move into the paint, and she's fouled and counted.
Good drive right down the lane. That's Mailer. And she'll go to the line to see if she can convert the three-point shot.
Megan Marias on the foul. Take a look at this replay and watch this move.
Nice little move, gets her off balance, and then just finds the gap. Right down the middle, 1-2 steps, up, hits the foul. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
And she makes the three-point conversion on that play, and now Bear River up by 16-8. "30-second timeout." Coach Bickmore talking to his girls. Yeah, that had to be a heartbreaker to go from number 1 seed to
number 4.
Yeah.
And
but number 5, actually.
Number 5, right, giving up 2 home games.
Oh, stolen away. Heads up, they're heading down the court. Thought about a 3, didn't take it. Now they get it on over to Harder. Back out to Mailer. She's got 9 points. Down low, and now they get it back to Uno. She thought about a 3, didn't take it. 13 on the shot clock, stolen away, but then there's a 3 going up and off the iron, and it'll be a Ripon ball. Coach Contente comes out and tries to slow his girls down a bit. Full court press. They're having a hard time getting the ball across court. They do now. Stolen away, Uno. She's going to hold up, no place to go. All the way, baseline, and she gets pushed, and it's going to, oh, she lost the ball.
I think she dribbled it off her foot, Marty.
Oh, that's what happened? Saw her do that little stutter step. I thought maybe she got pushed.
Little move to the right down the baseline, just couldn't control the ball.
Another full court press. Oh, and out of bounds. Adriana Mayberry comes back into game. Looking for a 3, up and off the iron. And Uno, oh, nice pass down low, but she looking for a foul, so are the fans. Bringing it up now is Mayberry. And the ball's knocked out of bounds, and a reach in by Contente and off her hand.
Bear River's giving them nothing on the post. They're really closing down that lane, not really giving the post players any room to move underneath there, Marty. That's going to hurt the Ripon chances of scoring.
Pass down low, but another errant pass. Flower was the trying to get it down low. 5:07 left, and she's going to be fouled, and she'll go to the line and make it a 3-point play. That's hard to defend against.
She's big in there.
Yeah.
She has a very, very effective drop-step move. Then goes in with the right hand. That's bread and butter for this Ripon team.
They'll close it to 5, and they do.
They're going to send Pearson back in to guard her.
Uno now. Cross-court pass. Stop, pump, puts it up, and goes in. Nice shot in there by Lindsay Harder. Travel. Contente turns it over. With that mouthpiece sticking out of her mouth, gasping for air. It looks like a fighter in about the 8th round. All right, on the move now is Harder, looking for some help. Uno now, thought about a 3, doesn't take it, gives it to Pearson, up and off the iron. And it's going to be a hold. That was on Hagar, her second. Now they're in the 1-and-1 situation with 8. Bear River has got 18 fouls, and that didn't go. There's Pearson with the rebound.
They need Pearson underneath there.
Another turnover. Coming out is Hagar, and going in is Naylor. Trying to drive in the paint. No place to go. Good defense by Bear River. Down low, fadeaway jumper, put it up, and it's in. Count it.
And they're going to work their workhorse.
Yeah.
Laura Feddersen keeps scoring on them on that post.
Down low, puts it up. It doesn't go. Heartbreak. That looked like a travel call there, but no call. Down low, stolen away. Good recovery in there by Naylor. A lot of fast-paced action, but no scoring, Paul.
I couldn't agree with you more, Marty. It's a very low-scoring game. In fact, it's a little scary, I'm sure, for Bear River. They should have been blowing this team out, they would have thought.
That doesn't go, but nice rebound in there by Naylor. Bringing it up. 3:16 left to go in the half. Uno now, no place to go with it. Cross court, looking for a 3. No, now goes baseline, puts it up, and nothing but net. That was Aubrey Horn. Her first 2 points of the game. The junior.
They got numbers here. Ripon quick. Not able to convert it. Oh, there's a foul there. It wasn't called. And now a travel. Coach Bickmore's going to take a timeout.
Yeah, he called that just in time, didn't he? 20-13.
Just about the time the Ripon girls start to inch away their way into that lead. Bear River comes back. Now, Bear River, in my mind, Marty, starting to show their dominance.
Yeah.
All Ripon's really got on him right now is Laura Feddersen, who is scoring in the paint. I think she's got, what, 7 points?
Absolutely. 7 points.
You know, that's half of what their total production is. Here they come back on the floor.
Up the court now is Harder. There's Pearson. Takes it in. Oh, nice block in there.
Wow.
Bear River will get the ball, but
Great back in there by Contenti.
Kelsey with the ball now. 2:28 left, 11 on the shot clock. They're going to have to get a shot off here. Good look at it, nothing but net. That's Audrey Horn. Oh, stolen away. And they're going to call a reach in on Uno. That's her third foul. Who'd they foul it on? Oh, they called it on 13.
Aubrey Horn.
Boy, that was way downtown. In and out. Heartbreak for Uno.
Minute 52 left in the half here.
There's a three, doesn't go, but Pearson. Let's see what the call is.
I think they're gonna give it back to the Ripon Indians.
1:44 left to go. Bear River 22, Ripon 13. There's a three up, and they get it back on a rebound off that glass. Another one in and out, and
that'll be on Feddersen over the back.
That's her second foul. So Feddersen comes out. They don't want to take any chance. She's our big gun. With 1:36 left, you don't want her to have three fouls going into the locker room.
No, you sure don't.
What? Oh, Aubrey saved it. Now down low. And man, that looked like a chop block there, didn't it? So Mayberry with the foul.
Now
Uno goes to the line to shoot 1-on-1. That's tough, though.
She got put down on the ground.
Yeah.
And from the look on her face, she doesn't like it much.
No. I don't. Dad's sitting right down here in front of us. He didn't like it very much either. He let out a big hey and trying to get a technical foul, but let's see if Uno can. She gets the first one.
Kelsey's a very good shooter. One of the most consistent three-point shooters on the Bear River team, and deadly from the line.
Got both of them. First time Bear River's been to the line here in the first half. Almost stolen away. Good defense by Bear River. Looking at a three, that doesn't go, and it's going to. He stepped on the line. That was heads-up play in there by Contenti. 1:04 left in the first half. 24-13, biggest lead of the game. 9 points. Travel call. Yeah, she took way too many steps there. Nobody came back to help her. Turnover with 51 seconds left. Down low, and it's stolen away. Bear River on the move, slowing it up a little bit. Harder will bring it up, trying to set a play. Oh, the miscommunication between Uno and Harder.
Lindsay Harder, she's a junior. She will be very strong next year, and she's done well this year.
Jump ball, let's see. Possession, Ripon. "19 seconds. Oh, stolen away by Uno. Good defensive play. They're going to run out of, they better get it down. They're going to run it out of time. There's a three-pointer from way downtown. Uno saved it. Oh, but it bounced on the line. 3 seconds left. I don't think she needed to rush that quickly. I mean, she had plenty, still had some time left.
Ripon's going to have trouble getting the ball down the court in time to make a shot here at the end. Let's see if they're going to, yeah, they'll get him to him about half court now. Someone needs to get back down under the basket, give him a chance of throwing it in.
Oh, and it's going to be Bear River ball. They got 0.4 of a second. He just said throw it in and hold the ball. There you go. That's it. End of the first half. 24-13.
There's our line score. Lady Bruins dominating. 24-13 at halftime. Ripon.
But the Lady Bruins had a lot of turnovers. I mean, a lot of errant passes. Just kind of it just seemed kind of sloppy for some
Both
reason.
teams very sloppy. I couldn't agree with you more, Marty. They were having trouble bringing the ball down the court, and I thought it was just nerves at first, but we really haven't seen the Bruins put on the kind of game in the last two games. We watched them against Whitney, and then this first half of basketball. Neither one of them were what we expect to see from the Bruins, who were dominant in the league prior to this.
Yeah, Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown saying thank you for joining us here tonight. We're at halftime, 24-13 score in favor of Bear River, and it's like we had said earlier, Paul, it's been kind of a sloppy game.
It has been a little bit, but you know, I think Coach Bickmore will take the score that he's got going into halftime, leading by 11 points, and really with the Ripon Indians, there is no scoring potential there unless they're going to get it inside to Federer, and I don't think he's going to have any problem coasting to a win here at the end. Of course, I could be wrong, but
Federson has got 7 points, although she had that very quickly in the first quarter, and then all of a sudden she wasn't able to score because she got that second foul with about 2 minutes left to go in that first half, and then all of a sudden they've got to decide, well, we can't have her going into the locker room with 3, so they pulled her out, and Bear River run up a couple more points.
True. As soon as they took Lindsay Harder out of the game, the only real tall player that Bear River's got to defend her, they went right into her every single time on that low post.
Right.
And she's got 7 points of the total of 13. So that is really the scoring threat there, like I said, for the Ripon Indians. You know, this team, this Bear River team, Marty, it's going to be a very, very strong team for a couple of seasons. I'm noticing here we've got Kelsey Uno, who's a junior, the starter. We have a sophomore in Jen Mailer, a starter. And we have Lindsay Harder, a junior, a starter. Those three will make up an excellent core of players coming back for the next season. And I think Coach Bickmore will be very, very strong again next year. Yeah,
plus a couple of good players on the coming up from the JV next year.
Right.
And so, yeah, look for Bear River, and especially with Coach Bickmore's coaching techniques, you look for another strong team.
I wouldn't be surprised also that if we saw Coach Bickmore eventually get moved up to the boys team. He's an excellent coach, and we'll just have to see what they decide to do here at Bear River.
Well, I'll vote for you to take over the girls' basketball program.
That would be good if I knew anything about basketball. Just watch one of our broadcasts, you'll figure that out.
All right, we'd like to remind you that you're watching exclusive coverage of Lady Bruin basketball on the Touchdown Productions Sports Network.
Gold and silver are more important as a part of your investment portfolio more now than ever before. There's inflationary pressures. China alone could push the gold price more than double from $1,000 to $2,000 an ounce. Hi, my name is Jason Hommel and welcome to the JH Mint. Here at the JH Mint we have all sorts of gold and silver. We have about 200 ounces of gold. We have about 20,000 ounces of silver or more in stock. We also assay or scrap gold jewelry and placer gold, and we will be here for all of your gold and silver investing needs Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Mike Bratton is the neighbor you can count on for your most important insurance decisions, 24 hours a day.
The first step begins with a phone call. Hi, I'm Mike Bratton, your good neighbor State Farm agent, and I look forward to hearing from you. Since 1984, my team and I have been educating clients and developing long-term relationships through personalized and professional guidance on their insurance programs. We will put you in the driver's seat and strive to enhance each encounter you have with us.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
B&C is your neighborhood home and garden center for both builders and consumers. They carry everything you need. In their garden center, you'll find a complete nursery along with expert advice on trees, shrubs, perennials, and garden enhancements. They're open 7:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday and 8 to 5 on Sunday. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center in the Fowler Center, Grass Valley.
Walker's Office Supplies. Mike Anderson and his family at Walker's Office Supplies specialize in ways to make your business and home become more efficient. They carry thousands of products, from printering to pencils. You can shop in the store, order over the phone, or on the net at walkersgv.com, and they'll deliver it usually in just one day. Walker's Office Supplies, 535 Main Street in Grass Valley.
The Hauser family reminds you if it's round, rubber, and it rolls, then you're sure to find it at Plaza Tire and Auto Service. From regular car and truck tires to small specialty tires for your trailers and golf carts, you can trust Plaza Tire has the tire for you. They stake their reputations on it every day. Plaza Tire and Auto Service. Auto repair done on your schedule, not theirs, in Penn Valley, Nevada City, and in Colfax.
And by Cinto Graciano LLP. David Cinto and George Graciano have joined forces to create the new Cinto Graciano. Located in Grass Valley on Sierra College Drive, Cinto Graciano is as close as a phone call away. They specialize in tax preparation and work with you to help make your business grow because they are CPAs and business consultants all rolled up into one. So get some people on your side with Cinto Graciano, where they really do have an eye for your future.
And by Touchdown Productions, celebrating 13 seasons of local sports television. This is Paul Brown, along with my good friend Marty Mortensen, saying thanks for joining us tonight. And be sure to stay with us after the game when we announce the Touchdown Productions Player of the Game, awarded by Award Innovations. Marty and myself will select the most deserving Bear River player and honor her with the Game of the Week plaque. So stay tuned for the Touchdown Productions Player of the Game Award, presented by Award Innovations, coming up immediately after this Bear River telecast. So Marty, here we are. Halftime, the girls are starting to come back out on the floor here, about 2 minutes left. Here are closing thoughts here at halftime.
Well, a very low-scoring game, 24-13, 9-point lead by Bear River. And I just had the Ripon Indians had a stronger shooting team. I think Bear River be in trouble. Yeah,
exactly. I think it's you're right. They're lucky they chose a little weaker team because they certainly aren't having an on night. Here comes Ripon back on the floor. Our next game here.
Well, no, we're going to go to tomorrow night to Colfax to see the Ripon Indian boys play the Colfax Falcons. So if that bus driver that drove the girls up from Ripon is going to be driving up again a little bit farther to Colfax tomorrow night.
They may let the boys hitchhike. I'm not sure about that. I'll be checking into that.
Okay, yeah.
But I'll tell you what, anytime you're playing Ripon, and this is a very strong athletic program, you can be worried about them putting on a good game. They may be a lower-ranked team in the power rankings, but Colfax, in my estimation, will have a lot of work to do to get past the Indians tomorrow night. So we'll take a look at that game. That'll be following this.
And don't forget, you can view all of our telecasts on NCTV Channel 11, Suddenlink Channel 16, and ACTV Channel 20 in Auburn, and all around the world on www.nevadacountytv.org. And we've got DVDs of over 1,500 telecasts since 1997. Any sport, any year. Call Gil at 530-274-2206 and put in your request and see if you can go check the archives there and see if your game is one that we've done over the years.
There we are.
There's the buzzer.
They'll come off the floor and we'll get underway here shortly.
I believe Bear River will inbound the ball here. Referees for tonight's game, Kathy Reeve and Mark Tate, doing a fine job tonight. Also, Jerry Westfall, one of the high school referees, is in the stands here tonight. More than likely critiquing his fellow referees.
So Bear River will inbound the ball for the second half.
Bringing the ball up the court and dishing it off over to Smith. Smith tries to drive into the paint, turns, no place to go. Pearson, cross-court pass. They work it around to Uno, trying to get it down low to Pearson, but nothing there. 14 on the shot clock. There's Pearson with the shot. It's going to be short. Oh, that was a heads-up play there by Smith. Oh, they bring it up the court. That's Mayberry. Stolen away by Uno, and good heads-up play. That could have been a foul, but there's a shot put up. Doesn't go. Bear River with the rebound. Pearson is going to be called for a, let's see.
Boy, this Ripon team, Marty, just doesn't have a shooter on the floor. And when they do shoot, they're missing everything.
That was the third foul on Mayberry. Oh, stolen away. Long pass. Oh, put up, and that goes in. That was Serena Hertel. That's her fourth point of the game.
And that ends a scoring drought.
Yep.
That has to go at least 5 minutes for Ripon. They were at 13 points.
Well, they're double teaming now on Bear River. Cross court pass, puts it up, in and out, off the iron, and it's going to be Ripon ball.
Okay, watch. I love this. Here's Kelsey Uno. We got a replay. Kelsey is unrelentless.
She is
but
so
there
quick.
She goes. Yeah, that looks like a wrestling move. I think she just did a sit out. Now she's trying to get untangled. Yeah, that's pretty good stuff.
There's the turnover. Bear River will inbound. There's a foul on Contenti, her second. Oh, good block in there by Rodriguez.
That's the one thing about Kelsey Uno. She thinks she's big. She plays like a big player, but she's the smallest player on the floor. You see her cutting through and making moves underneath.
She almost got a steal there. 2 point. Oh, look at that throw. Mayberry shot that one up. That was a line drive. 24-17, baseline, and she gets bumped, but no call. Oh, she palmed the ball, yep, over the top. Ball started bouncing. So coming out will be Smith. Going in is Hagar.
Ripon's cut it to 7. Bear River needs a basket.
Three-pointer up. And let's see what the call's gonna be. kick the ball, and they'll inbound. Ripon will. That's Feddersen will throw it in. Nope, now she's going to. So the fans are trying to come alive. Too hard off the glass, but then another one too hard. Bear River with the rebound. Mailer now, top of the key, looking for a three, up, and nobody's hitting anything. That doesn't go. Luna with the rebound. They've got 3-on-1. She's going to take it all the way to the hoop, puts it up. It doesn't go. Kelsey had a chance to dish that one off to the trailing Smith, I think, was coming down, and might have been it. Yeah, let's see who that was. Might have been Mailer.
So here she comes. That. Watch this, and she's coming down the court full steam.
That was harder.
And right on up through.
And just too hard, and it rolls around and doesn't go. So timeout called. Mayberry with the rebound. Well, so far we've got almost a little over 3 minutes gone here in this third period, and Bear River hasn't scored a point.
Well, there hasn't been a lot of scoring overall. I mean, they've scored 4 points by Ripon, and that's been the quarter.
Photographer John Hart for the Union comes on by. There's the line score.
The big goose egg so far for Bear River. It's got to be a concern for Coach Bickmore.
Alicia Vickers comes into the game for the first time today. Mayberry will bring it up, double team. Vickers looking for someone to throw it to, stolen away. Could go coast to coast. And it's too hard off the iron. And it's going to be Ripon ball bad. That's 2 layups that they've missed. What do you do if you're the coach? You go, you got to.
You have a talk with the girls about it. They just need to finish.
Stolen away again. Now there's a breakaway. She won't miss this layup. Mailer, that's her 11th point. Bear River ball.
One good bit of hustle there for Aubrey Horn. Stealing the inbound pass and then carrying it off the defender.
Down low to Pearson. Turn around. Baseline and hits her own foot. And now it's going to be Bear River ball, I think, still.
25 still left on the shot clock.
In the corner. No three. Trying to go base. Can't do it. Oh, and ends up. Now she's going to get called for a foul. That's frustration there. Mailer with her second foul. Oh.
So Ripon will maintain possession.
Looked like a little cross court, but Pearson puts it up. Boy, that's just hard to defend. Pearson on the guard, but couldn't handle it. There's a reach in.
Both teams still a little ragged here, Marty.
Right. It's carried over from the first half. 26-19.
Bear River may get a win, but it'll be ugly.
Too hard. And now let's see who got fouled there.
I'm not sure if that was a foul. The official making that call from behind.
That was on Contente. That's her third foul. First one is good. Nice touch in there by Riley Pearson. She has, she normally averages around 15 points a game. She struggled tonight. That's only her 4th point. Of course, everybody struggles. Oh, Uno now drives it in. Puts that one up left-handed on a steal. 30-19. Well, Uno's just relentless. Look at that, another shot in there by Uno on a steal. Timeout called. Oh, baby. Kelsey Uno, 2 steals in a row in less than about 6 seconds. 4 straight points.
And that brings the lead now up to 13. 3 minutes, 14 seconds here in the 3rd quarter. McCrory Gymnasium, Bear River High School. Here's Uno, and she is, like you said, Marty, very unrelentless. First she gets the steal and makes a quick free throw and then comes right back with another one right here. Watch, she strips the ball. Right there.
It goes right on by her and then takes it in. That wasn't more than 6 seconds off the clock. Another left-handed layup, yep.
A quick 4 points by Bear River. And in this low-scoring game, 4 points is a lot.
It sure is. There's Feddersen. She's doing it all tonight. That's her 11th point.
Still plenty of time to get back in this ball game if the Indians can get hot.
Cross-court pass. They keep moving it around. Now driving baseline. Stops, pumps, puts it up off the glass.
Well done.
That was
Whitney Smith. That was as close to a power move as you'll ever see in girls basketball, Whitney Smith. And that should have been a foul and wasn't called.
It wasn't, yep.
Rachel Rodriguez went to the basket and she was hammered.
Pearson knew it too, and she just I got away with one. Bear River now 34-21. Baseline again. Now the travel call. She skidded. That was Smith. Full court press again. Arias now takes it all the way on up. They got 2-on-2. Mayberry puts it up and off the iron, rebounded, and she loses it out of bounds. She started to go down court. That was Smith, a little bit too anxious. She saw coast to coast looking at her and ended up losing it out of bounds. Down low, dishes it off, looks at the good shot, pump, puts it up. That was Contente with her 4th point.
Here's Smith. Watch Smith with her power move here.
Yeah.
And
just took her eye off of it.
Yeah, that's not much of a power move.
Oh, there she stops and pumps one up. About 8 feet. Her 6th point of the game. Well, that was on Kelsey. She's got her 3rd foul. Hagar comes in. Double team. Feddersen now trying to get the down low to Conte, and now let's see what happens. They're going to call a foul. That was on Sarah Hagar.
There's a travel.
13-point lead. 1:12 left to go in this 3rd period. Bear River stepped it up a little bit. They work it around. There's Pearson for 3. Oh, nothing but net.
And a smile coming from Pearson's face. Riley Pearson knew when she let it go that rainbow was going down.
Oh, there's a breakaway. Mailer.
And there's going to be no basket. The foul's going to be called. I think it's going to be called on number 15. It is Riley Pearson. Blocking foul. She moved out in front of the defender.
I don't think Coach Bickmore is happy with that call. Double team, and there's a travel call. Boy, I don't know if this Ripon team has seen that full court press like that, because they're just kind of out of sync with it. All right, they work it around now, all the way across court, looking for a three. Got a good look at it, off the iron. Smith with the rebound. Try it again. Oh, down low, Smith, but she's going to get fouled trying to dish that ball off to Pearson. Pedersen for the third foul. There's a three going up. Contente with the ball and then loses it out of bounds.
So now the teams are kind of scattered.
Yep.
Throwing the ball around. 39-23, Bear River. Coach Bickmore coaching every minute of the game, but still sighing with relief.
They'll just kind of bring it up, and that'll be the end of the third period. 39-23. (15 to 10) difference in that third period.
Good finish by Bear River. Of course, we know they were scoreless after about 4 minutes. But they did manage to increase their lead by 5 points this quarter. Here, Paul Brown, my good friend Marty Mortensen here, bringing you another NorCal Game of the Week. And Marty, I got to think that Coach Bickmore is sweating this game. I mean, this is what you call getting it done ugly.
Exactly, and it has been an ugly game, boy, with turnovers and missed shots and missed layups by both teams. And
if they were playing a stronger team, like perhaps the Colfax girls team, or I'm not sure that Bear River could play this level of basketball. They have a tendency to play down to their opponent.
Exactly.
They do. So let's see if they can come out here the fourth quarter and find some rhythm.
Well, Fedderson's back in the game. She has 3 fouls, and so they got to be careful because she's their go-to person. So here we go, 7:55. There's Tom Fitzsimmons and Baldoni. Emil Baldoni doing the color there. I didn't see who made that basket. There's a three-pointer going up off the iron, and nice look. Pearson for 2, and airballs it up there. Bear River still gets it. Try it again. Nope, she decides not to take it. Now there's a three-pointer. Oh, right in the heart there.
Whitney Smith, the senior guard.
And it's going to be off of Smith's foot. She's hustling. Kelsey Uno about ready to come back in the game. Sarah Hagar will come out. 7:05 left to go. 42-25. Too hard off the iron. And let's see, it's going to be too hard again. Uh-oh, let's see if did... oh, they called that on Pearson. It's her second. So I think there's a 5 on that.
5 seconds. Another turnover by the Indians.
Now Bearer brings it up.
They have a chance to go up by 20.
Oh,
Missed
that's
the
off
shot.
the iron. Rebounded in there by Hertel. Palmed the ball, but no, and then loses it. And there's going to be a reach in, as looked like Smith got a left hook right in the nose. She'll go to the line to shoot 1 and 1. First one's no good. And it'll be Ripon ball. There's a good shot of Coach Bickmore. Feddersen being double teamed, gets it on over now to Contenti. Oh, nice play to boy, she is. Lauren Feddersen
is what?
15 points. Still work it. She's got over half the points. And that ball was knocked out of Baylor's hand.
So Coach Bickmore is looking like he's coasting to an end here. Doesn't seem to have any problems. 42-27. Got a substantial lead against a team that really doesn't show any signs of scoring here. As we watch him coaching the girls here on the sideline.
They don't have a three-point shooter, at least one that hasn't attempted very many shots tonight.
I don't really see them squaring up and taking a lot of shots from the outside.
There's Tom, and
he's trying to communicate in some way. He's very good on the radio. He also has some kind of a sign language that he's done. There's Tom. And the Bear River Band lights up.
little Star Wars action there as I think Darth Vader came into the house. Bear River on the inbound. Pearson drives the paint, and they're going to call her for a travel. She makes the basket.
And they're going to send it the other way. Ripon trying to work the ball down the court. Again, having trouble getting trapped in the corner to her knees.
Full court press, and let's see, she kicked it, so it'll be Bear River ball. Bear River on that full court press is just relentless, Paul. Over in the corner, gets a screen from Uno. Down low, turnaround up, she doesn't take it. Stop pump, puts it up off the iron.
With a good, well-executed play by Bear River. That's the first I've seen them controlling the ball and setting it up. Not in a big hurry to get a shot off.
Down low, pump fake, and she hits again. Pedersen is racking up the points here. Boy, there was a trip, but no call. 42-29. Uno thought about a three, drives in and puts a hook up, but then could be able to go to the line to shoot two. That was the fourth foul. Don't forget to join us next time as we travel to Colfax for the boys, and they'll be playing the boys from Ripon. Look forward to that. There it is, Ripon Indians at the Colfax Falcons. That game will air on the 7th of March. And you can watch it on NCTV Channel 11, Suddenlink 16, and ACTV Channel 20 in Auburn, or all around the World Wide Web. Now, stolen away. Good anticipation in there by Jen Mailer. It'll be Bruin ball. Harder. 4:40 left. Over in the corner to Smith. We've got to come up with the player of the game here for Bear River. Down low to Uno. She dishes it off to Pearson. She gets the three.
Riley Pearson.
Nice pass in there by Uno. And let's see. Whoa! Down goes Kelsey, and she landed right on her back. Oh, she's a tough kid. She'll get up. She plays with reckless abandon, doesn't she, underneath that basket?
She doesn't leave anything at the table.
No, she doesn't. 4:08 left, 46-29, inbound. Fadeaway jumper. She'll go to the line to shoot two.
First one's good. 24 points tonight, I believe.
Got both of them. 19 points for Feddersen. Bear River slows it down. 46-31. Down low. Oh, nice play and a nice dish by Jen Mailer. Oh, Myler, right? We've been calling her. Rogers got her back at Myler.
There was a double dribble there, and it's going to be a foul called on Bear River.
So we stand corrected. I thought he said Mailer at the start. We've had it so many different ways, but he's saying Myler, so we'll go with that. Doesn't go, but they get the rebound, put back up, doesn't go. That doesn't go. They got a... Oh, nice play in there. Jen Myler. (50-31). Double team. Oh, baby.
And slammed to the carpet with a body slam. Here's a fast break, nicely executed. And you'll see a very good reverse layup at the end here. And
nice
the pass. And under the basket, she takes a little bit too many steps to get too deep, but recovers with a nice underhand layup.
No good. 3:18, a 50-31 score. Well, Bear River got their average for the year, but Ripon ran into a buzzsaw on defense.
Yeah, they're scoring 47 a game. They're not going to make that tonight.
Foul going to the line will be Feddersen. Pearson, her third foul. Yeah, Fedderson's a real deal, I think. And they just need a couple of more solid players, and they would have given Bear River a run for the money tonight. Timeout called.
Yeah, Fedderson's the best player on the floor for both teams.
Yep.
Very strong. There they are, the Ripon Indians. As the Bear River Band lights up one of the 4 tunes that they know over on the sideline. They come out here and give it an effort.
Ripon in double digits for the second time tonight. Three minutes left to go in this ball game. And in their season, you're right, that is a good point. As one of these teams is going to turn into jerseys tomorrow.
I didn't make that point. Did you make that point?
I heard it. It came in out of nowhere. All right. They broke the press. Continue to work it around, run some time off the clock. There's a three, in and out. Well, that looked like a block shot there. Stop, pump, puts it up, and that's good. Her 6th point, that was Hertel. Oh, threw it right to the... Oh, they broke, now the long pass down court. Pump, puts it out, it doesn't go. Smith with the rebound, gets it back out, they save it.
2 minutes left. Bear River going to take their time.
Yeah, they'll run some time off the clock. 18 on the shot clock. There's a shot up and off the iron. .150, 15-point lead. And the shot doesn't go. Contente puts it up, and then it's knocked out of her hands, out of bounds. Coming into the game is Cassidy Best. Jen Myler. We got to come up with a player of the game, Paul.
Well, I'll let you choose it tonight, Marty. One Bear River player.
No, I think
we've given it to Kelsey Uno before.
Yeah, I think Jen Myler is. She played a whale of a game tonight.
And you know, Jen Myler is a sophomore. She'll be back for a couple more years. I think we'll see her again as player of the game. So let's get it started here. I think that's a good choice. 13
points tonight, and she's been very strong on the defense. Coming into the game is Diane Hager. As Bickmore makes a couple of substitutions. Nice touch there. Nice shot in there by Smith. .51-35. Jen, that's correct. Myler, spelled M-E-Y-L-O-R. Okay. Got them both. Whitney Smith always had a good shooting night tonight. .135 left. Brenna Clower going to be ready to come in the game. That doesn't go by Number 40, Kayla Ulip. Well, you just get into the game, and the first thing you do is foul somebody. So Uno will go to the line to shoot 2. Oh. She misses that one. Flower comes in. Brianna, sophomore, 5'10". Uno now tries to make it a second half of that shot, and she does. 11 points for Uno. Uno comes out. Another fine game. There's the touchdown production player of the game, number 21, Jen Myler. Presented by Award Innovations. So Bear River will bring it up. They work it around. Tries to go into the paint. Pumps. Puts it up. And she's got it.
Aubrey
Horner, 6th point of the game. The junior. 49 seconds left. 20-point lead. Down low. That is Tia Sedicu. She is a JV player that was brought up to the varsity. Gets to go to the line. Shoot 2. She had a first one's no good. Doesn't go. Ripon with the rebound, puts it up, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. That is Kayla Ulip will. There is an air ball. In and out. Bruins with the rebound. And goes hard to the floor. She'll go down to shoot 2.
There's your line score. Once again, Bear River dominating this 20-point lead. They will move on.
SPD Market scoreboard for tonight's game and all through the playoffs. First one's no good. And the next one's no good. So inbound with 36 seconds left to go with a 20-point lead.
So like we went over earlier, Marty, the winner of the Christian Brothers and Houston game will meet Bear River here.
There's a foul going to be called.
I understand from Gil Dominguez in the truck that if Houston was to win, it will be here at Bear River. That would give Bear River obviously the edge. Both teams will be formidable competition for this Bear River team.
Kayla Ulip with that ball rolls around. That one goes in. 21 seconds. Bear River brings the ball up. Down low. And look at that. Right on the money. That is Diane Hagar. She's a junior. At the buzzer. It doesn't go. Your final score. 57-36. Big fourth period
Bear
for
River, yep.
Bear River. There's your SPD Market scoreboard. Wow. 18 points, the biggest run of the night, and they didn't have all their starters in there either towards the end of the game.
Well, it didn't get any better as the game went on. And like we said, Coach Pickmore knows he just got away with one. But it is a first-round win, and he knows he's going to move on, giving his team more time to prepare. There they are. Jen Mailer. She will be our player of the game.
All the fans come over and through the headset there.
There's Jen.
Comes over.
Jen, you can sit here next to me.
All right, Jen, you have been awarded the Award Innovations Player of the Game by both Paul and myself, and we got to get something. Roger Mortensen has been calling your name twice differently, and we went with it when the first thing was, is it Myler or Mailer?
It's Myler, yeah.
Okay, well, we started out, and I wrote it here, M-A-Y, and then we had to come back in with M-I, but we got it right towards the end of the game. We apologize.
It's M-E-Y, but it's pronounced Myler.
Myler,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
we know that it's your last name now, but I really like your game.
Oh, thank you.
For a sophomore, I think you've got a lot of potential, and we're going to see you sitting next to us here in the next couple of years. You're really going to develop as a player. Did you think this was one of your better games?
Oh, definitely. I know my whole team got psyched up before the game, and we all just put a lot of passion into this one, and we all just went for it. Everyone could really feel it.
We kind of thought it was maybe a little sloppy from the standpoint. Maybe you're a little nervous. Did you feel any nerves tonight?
Oh, definitely. I know we all did. And that's just, how we go out. We always start off a little sketchy in the beginning, but we always pull in strong.
Yeah, good for you.
Well, I had you for 13 points tonight. That's probably, since we've been watching you throughout the year, this is probably your highest points that you've scored in one game throughout the season, hasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So you had a lot of good shots outside, but then you were towards the end of the game, you were working into the paint. What was the difference in the strategy there?
Well, our coach really took us aside on a timeout and told us to block out, block out, block out. And I know my teammates also reminded me too, and they all just got us together and really got us to focus towards the end, which I think made the difference. Well,
that's great. You guys played a good. Now you've got to move on Thursday. Now, if you can get a home game, if Christian Brothers loses tonight, and so either that or you go on the road.
Yeah.
And so you're going to have to have a little long road trip.
Yeah.
If Christian Brothers win, so
I know we're all really excited.
Oh yeah.
Have you all seen Christian Brothers at all? Do you know anything about the team?
I know they're really good, but I personally have never seen them play. But I'm ready for anything. I know we all are.
Well, that's great. Now, what about Emily? Is she going to be able to get playing on Thursday, or I saw her with a neck brace on?
Yeah, she actually got injured last game against El Dorado, but she said she's going to the doctors either Thursday or Friday. So
we still don't know whether she'll be able to.
I don't think she'll be back, but we're playing for her.
Oh, good. That's excellent.
So Jen Mailer will be our player of the game, first of many, I hope.
Thank you. I hope to see you guys soon.
Myler.
What do I know? My last name is Brown. Nobody ever mispronounces that
one. Jen, it was nice game tonight, and good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck with your next game. Thank you very much.
So we'll take your headset.
All right, there we are. Our final score here, 57-36. Cut your mic. Thank you. There we are. We're back in business here now. So, what do you think, Paul?
Well, I think that, like I said, Bear River was lucky to get the win that they got. They were a little scratchy tonight. Talking to Jen, I don't think that she thinks that they had such a tough ball game. And
well, it started out a little tough, but then they've kind of ran away with it at the end.
Yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree. But so far, we're seeing Bear River advance into the playoffs. So let's see what happens with Christian Brothers in Houston, and we'll move on from there.
Yeah, exactly right. All right, well, our final score tonight, Bear River with the two big quarters in the third and fourth quarters came out with a big victory on their first game, 57-36, and there's the SPD Market scoreboard, and you can see 33 points in that second half, and that was the difference in the ball game.
Right.
Well, as the fans begin to file out, we like to remind you that you're watching exclusive coverage of Lady Bruin basketball on the Touchdown Sports Network.
Gold and silver are more important as a part of your investment portfolio more now than ever before. There's inflationary pressures. China alone could push the gold price more than double from $1,000 to $2,000 an ounce. Hi, my name is Jason Hommel and welcome to the JH Mint. Here at the JH Mint we have all sorts of gold and silver. We have about 200 ounces of gold. We have about 20,000 ounces of silver or more in stock. We also assay or scrap gold jewelry and placer gold, and we will be here for all of your gold and silver investing needs Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Mike Bratton is the neighbor you can count on for your most important insurance decisions, 24 hours a day.
The first step begins with a phone call. Hi, I'm Mike Bratton, your good neighbor State Farm agent, and I look forward to hearing from you. Since 1984, my team and I have been educating clients and developing long-term relationships through personalized and professional guidance on their insurance programs. We will put you in the driver's seat and strive to enhance each encounter you have with us.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
B&C is your neighborhood home and garden center for both builders and consumers. They carry everything you need. In their garden center, you'll find a complete nursery along with expert advice on trees, shrubs, perennials, and garden enhancements. They're open 7:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday and 8 to 5 on Sunday. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center in the Fowler Center, Grass Valley.
Walker's Office Supplies. Mike Anderson and his family at Walker's Office Supplies specialize in ways to make your business and home become more efficient. They carry thousands of products, from printering to pencils. You can shop in the store, order over the phone, or on the net at walkersgv.com, and they'll deliver it usually in just one day. Walker's Office Supplies, 535 Main Street in Grass Valley.
The Hauser family reminds you if it's round, rubber, and it rolls, then you're sure to find it at Plaza Tire and Auto Service. From regular car and truck tires to small specialty tires for your trailers and golf carts, you can trust Plaza Tire has the tire for you. They stake their reputations on it every day. Plaza Tire and Auto Service. Auto repair done on your schedule, not theirs, in Penn Valley, Nevada City, and in Colfax.
And by Cinto Graziano LLP. What does it mean to have an eye on your future? Well, at Cinto Graziano, it means they specialize in making your business grow, protecting your assets, and managing your finances for a secure future. They're more than just CPAs at Cinto Graziano. They're business consultants, and they're also friends of yours in the community. They also will help you with taxes, finances, and business management, and make it easy to have people on your side when you need it, especially at tax time. So that's Cinto Graziano, where they always have an eye on your future.
And by Touchdown Productions, celebrating our 13th season of local sports television. This is Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown saying thank you for tuning in, and be sure to join Paul and me next time as we travel back to the Colfax Falcons High School as the Falcons open up their postseason with a game against the Ripon Indians. That'll be the boys' game. The Falcons are the #1 seed this year, and they have an inside track to Arco Arena in the section finals. It's the Colfax Falcons versus the Ripon Indians coming up next on your Foothill network of stations all around the world at NevadaCountyTV.org. Another great sports telecast produced by Touchdown Productions, making sports memories since 1997. And don't forget, Paul, we've got a lot of DVDs available for all of our games since 1997. A lot of different sports, a lot of different years. Be sure to give Gil an email at gil@touchdownproductions.com, and he'll take care of you, no problem.
Pick something out from somewhere in the back if you're looking for something for somebody 35 years old and under. She'll find a DVD for you.
Well, there's Brian Hamilton and Coach Bickmore reviewing the game tonight, getting some stats for tomorrow's paper. And there's the future Bruin right there. Young lady played for the Lady Bruins and has coached. But I just can't remember her name, darn it. Well, as fans continue to file out of the Jack McCrory Gymnasium. In fact, Jack was here earlier. He sat in behind us, said hello. He just can't stay away, Paul.
That's a fact. Well, they named the place after him. I suppose he gets a free ticket.
I would imagine he doesn't pay anything coming into his house, right? I see some of the boys from the baseball team came in tonight in their modified uniforms, their practice uniforms. So we've got a spring season starting in a couple of weeks. Well, your executive producer and director for tonight's game, Gilbert M. Dominguez.
And the remote coordinator, Sean Kashevsky.
Your announcers for tonight's game, Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown.
And camera operators Chris Glass on the floor and Lynn Dominguez up top. Thanks, Lynn. And, of course, Morgan Whitmore. Don't forget about Morgan.
Office manager doing double duty, Lynn Dominguez.
And remote facilities by the Commander 2.
Commander 2 maintenance provided by Plaza Tire and Auto Service. Touchdown Sportswear, DK and Stitches. What's your sign? Player of the Game Award presented to Jen Myler tonight by Award Innovations out of Grass Valley. Touchdown Accounting, Centro Graciano LLP and Diane's Bookkeeping. Hey, we'd sure love to hear from you. Write Gil at touchdownproductions.com. Give us a critique. And look for us on Facebook, Touchdown Productions. You can discuss local sports, watch show highlights, see broadcast schedules, and meet the Touchdown Production crew. All on Facebook on the World Wide Web. And final score here tonight, Bear River 57, Ripon 36. This is Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown, Gil Dominguez saying thank you for joining us on your NorCal Game of the Week. Good night, everybody.